Do you ever notice how we usually snowball corners with small squares and lines at perfect 45-degree angles? But what if you want a corner that doesn't quite fit that mold? In this video, I'm going to show you a technique that gives you more flexibility when it comes to your angles using the stitch and flip method. Whether you're looking to add a unique twist to your project or design with more freedom, this trick is sure to help. Here's a corner that does not go at a 45-degree angle. Let's dive in. If you've made snowball corners before, you probably know the routine. Placing a square right sides together in the corner of a larger piece of fabric. You draw a diagonal line across a smaller square, sew along that line, and then trim a 1/4 inch away before pressing it open. But have you ever wondered what would happen if you wanted to snowball a corner that isn't at a perfect 45-degree angle and is rectangular instead? Well, this usual method won't quite work in that case, as you can see. I'm here to share an idea that I've tried and found really useful. First, I've drawn a line in the corner of the larger piece of fabric, creating the angle that I'm aiming for. Normally, I'd go for the stitch and flip method with a bigger piece of fabric that I'd trim down later, but with this method, you can cut exactly the right amount of fabric from the start. Here's how to do it. Place a smaller rectangular piece in the corner. By the way, I've cut this piece to match the length and width of the diagonal line that I just drew. Both fabrics are facing up at this point. Then, fold the smaller piece over so that it lines up with the diagonal line underneath. You'll notice that some corners might stick out a bit, but once you've got everything lined up, give it a quick press and make a crease. This will be your guide for stitching in just a moment. Now place the fabrics right sides together so that the crease matches the diagonal line and the placement of the fabric looks a little bit lopsided and wonky. This is our preparation for sewing along that crease. Before heading to the machine, I always like to double check that the corners will fill properly when opened, even if they don't look like they're matching up perfectly right now. After sewing along the crease, you'll notice the fabric points in the corner don't quite match up yet, but trust me, go ahead and trim a 1/4 inch away from that seam and press the corner open. You might have a little extra fabric sticking out, just trim that off, and there you go. A snowball corner that's not at a 45-degree angle, all neat and tidy. Let me know if you need help or have any questions.